Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Sunday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today the London Bulldogs will be hosting the Seattle Seahawks in Wembley Stadium for a Week 10 matchup, and we are now 8-0 on the regular season. We beat the Chicago Bears 50-34 last episode, which I will have the link to the video in the description. But that was such a good game to watch. It was a close one. We fought so hard to win that game, and we won big time over Chicago. So I will have that link to the video in the description. But anyways, I'll show you the uniforms and we'll see you guys at kickoff. Alright, so the Seattle Seahawks, they're going to be wearing the white jerseys with neon green color rush pants and their alternate navy socks with white with neon green shoes. Now for the London Bulldogs, they are going to be wearing all blue at home today. So without a further ado, we'll see you guys at kickoff.
Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. Ben Roethlisberger and the London Bulldogs versus Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Alright, now we're ready to return the kickoff, and we got some Khalid Smith and some action ready to return. So this is the beginning of the kickoff, and Khalid Smith, he is going to return this one, and he will get stopped at the 32-yard line. Ben Roethlisberger and the London Bulldogs are going to step onto the field for the first time in this episode. We're going to use a Y-stick pass play on first down and 10, and this is going to be the first snap of the game for the London Bulldogs. So we're going to throw this one out to Antonio Brown. That is a first down for nearly 30 yards on that play. So that was a 29-yard reception. So we're going to use a wheel switch pass play on first and 10 from the 39. He steps back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to Rob Gronkowski. He gets stopped there at the 37. And that was a 23-yard reception. So we're at the red zone right now. So I'm thinking we're just going to use a double slant route here on first and 10. Big Ben, he's going to step back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to Larry Fitzgerald. And he gets this into the end zone for a touchdown. So it's going to be a 7-0 Bulldogs lead. Alright, first and 10 from the 37. We're going to use the zone coverage here for the defense. First and 10 from the 37. So Russell Wilson, he is going to hand this off to Chris Carson rather. And he has 612 rushing yards this year with only 3 touchdowns. So that's not very much for that many rushing yards. So second and 9, he only gained about 1 on that play. So they're going to throw this pass to Chris Carson for the first time. So he does get a 17-yard reception. First and 10, 45-yard line. We're going to blitz here on the defense. So they're at the 45. Russell Wilson steps back to pass. He throws this one to DK Metcalf, and he gets that 9-yard reception. Second and 1 now. So they're actually going to hand this off to Chris Carson. So Chris Carson has 2 carries and 6 yards on that play. So that was a 5-yard run by the Seahawks running back there that time. So they're going to hand this off to Chris Carson again. He gets stopped there at the 27 for a gain of 4 on that play. And this Seahawks offense, they're trying to move the chains here. They don't want to slack off. They've been slacking off this season, but they're only 4-4 on the year. 3rd and 8 now for the Seattle Seahawks. And they're at the 29. So they're going to step back to pass once at it. And Tyler Lockett gets that first down. So he's only 3 for 3, 37 yards. And that will be Tyler Lockett's first reception of the game. So this is going to be probably the final snap before the first quarter ends. So Chris Carson runs the ball, gains about 2 there that time. All right, 2nd and 8 now from the 16. Russell Wilson, he is going to throw this to Tyler Lockett, and he's at the 6-yard line, 4 for 4, 47 yards. So the Seahawks, they're going to use the I formation. They're actually going to run the ball, and he lost about a yard on that play, Chris Carson. So CJ Mosley makes that tackle. 2nd and goal now from the 7. I'm thinking they're just going to run this, and they only gain about 3 on that play. 3rd and goal. What they're going to do is, I think that they're probably going to pass the ball. They want to get that touchdown out of the way so that they can tie this game. And no, they are going to go 4th and goal, and they are going to make this field goal because they're so close to the goalpost. So they actually do make this in, and this is going to be a 7-3 lead. London is ready to return the kickoff. We got some Khalid Smith ready to return, and it looks like he doesn't return it for a touchdown. He only gets stopped at the 39 whatsoever. I am actually going to use the halfback stretch featuring Khalid Smith. So he hands this off to Khalid Smith, and he uses that juke move once at it, breaks a tackle. He's going to break another one, and he gets stopped there at the 10 for a gain of 51 yards. So 129 that time total yards by this London Bulldogs offense, and I'm really surprised by that. So 1st and goal, Roethlisberger throws this one to Antonio Brown. That's incomplete. We're going to use a halfback flip screen, 2nd and 10. So it looks like I'm going to throw this one to Gronk. That is incomplete. So 3rd down and 10. What am I going to do? I am going to use the 4 verticals pass play, and hopefully I can get a touchdown on this one. So Larry Fitzgerald scores a touchdown at the same exact time of the 2-minute warning. So it's going to be 14-3 London. All right, 1st and 10 from the 32. Russell Wilson, he is ready to throw this. He passes it to Chris Carson. And look at Chris Carson go. The hit stick fumble, and a London defender makes that recovery, and it was Bobby Wagner. He has had 2 fumble recoveries in this episode. So this Bulldogs team, they're more serious about winning this game because they are, I think, the only undefeated team left, if I'm not mistaken. So Ben Roethlisberger, 5 for 7, 92 yards, and he's only a first down away, or at least 8 yards from having 100 passing yards in this episode. So he throws this to Antonio Brown, gets it at the 3-yard line. So we're automatically in the red zone. So we're going to use a dragon spacing pass play here on 1st and goal. So Roethlisberger stepping back, passing this one to AB. He gets it in, both of his feet in the end zone. So that is going to be a 21-3 lead here for London. All right, now 1st and 10. This is the beginning of the second half here in London. So Russell Wilson, he gets sacked. The ball is out. Seattle does recover. AJ Bouye made that sack there. We have 34 defensive sacks on the season. So Russell Wilson, he looks away, tries to avoid being sacked. So this is a 2nd and 22 now here for Seattle. They lost 12 yards on that play. So this is going to be a 3rd and 22 now. Russell Wilson, he's only 7 for 9, but he only has 81 yards passing wise in this episode. So 21-yard line, what are they going to do? He throws this high and it's incomplete. So this will be a 4th and 22. So we are going to return the punt here with Golden Tate. So Joe Flacco, he's going to play the 3rd quarter, and then I'm thinking Cam Newton will probably play the 4th for London. So we're just going to use the simple inside zone weak formation here for the offense. So Joe Flacco, he's going to hand this off to Khalid Smith. And Smith, he only gained about 6 yards on... Actually, why did I say 6 yards? More than 6 yards. So they're at the 40. We're going to use the bench pass play on 1st down and 10 from the 40. So Flacco, he's going to fire this one out to Antonio Brown. He caught that one-handed and he jumps on into the end zone for a touchdown. So this is going to be a 29-3 lead. We're actually going to use a goal line formation and we're going to run it. So Flacco, he hands this off to Frank Gore. He gets it in. It's now 29-3 London. 1st and 10. Russell Wilson throws this pass that is a 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 yards on that play at the 38-yard line. So Russell Wilson, it looks like he is going to actually pass the ball. He loses it, and I think it's Casey Hayward Jr. who scoops that fumble up, and he returns it all the way to the end zone. Actually, it's LaMarcus Joyner. So he gets sacked. LaMarcus Joyner takes it all the way, and that is a touchdown. So Russell Wilson lost the ball. He didn't even pay attention to where he was going to throw it to, but then he got sacked. So it's now going to be a 36-3 lead here for London. We're actually going to take a break. We claimed an interception, and that was Bobby Wagner with 1 INT in this episode. And I think this is Russell Wilson's first thrown interception of the game. So Joe Flacco, we're actually going to hand this off to Mark Ingram. And he's going to use that juke move, and he gets stopped at the 35 for a gain of 9 yards on that play. We're going to use a PA Crossers pass play. All 2nd and 1. So Joe Flacco steps back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to AB, and he is still on his feet. So he does the double hurdle move like the 2012 Summer Olympics. 35-yard touchdown. It's going to be a 43-3 lead here in London. All right, 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Russell Westbrook, Russell Wilson. Why do I say Westbrook? Their first names are both Russell. They both were born in November of 1988. And their last names begin with a W. So I accidentally got mixed up there, and I do apologize for that. Russell Wilson is the quarterback for the Seahawks, and if you don't know who Russell Westbrook is, he is a professional basketball player for the Los Angeles Lakers. And this is a 2nd down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Russell Wilson, he is going to step back to pass. He gets sacked. Ball is out. Jonathan Allen, he is going to run this one all the way. I don't think he has a whole lot of daylight, but he gets this into the end zone for a touchdown, and that is going to be a 50-3 lead here at Wembley Stadium. So Russell Wilson, he gets sacked again, loses a football. He doesn't hold it firmly, so he loses it. So he does not pay attention to where the ball is. So the defense recovers that fumble and they take it all the way to the end zone. And that's what I like to see among this London Bulldogs defense. So we're going to take a break. Is Dwayne Eskridge of the Seattle Seahawks with that 63-yard touchdown during the break. And there is only 3 minutes and 28 seconds to go. So the Seahawks, it looks like they're going to attempt the extra point. And by the way, this is Seattle's first touchdown of the game. And we're leading by 5 times more. So this is something interesting to see along the lines. With only 3:28 to go in the fourth quarter, what will London do? Will they return a kickoff return, not for a touchdown, or B, return a kickoff and score a touchdown? Does not happen, so I'd have to answer with A. So, first and 10, 34-yard line, handing this off to Khalid Smith, and he uses that little juke move there, and he gets stopped at the 23. So Khalid Smith, 3 carries and 108 yards. So we're going to use a first down and 10. They're at the 23. And Cam Newton hands us off to Khalid Smith. And he only gained about 1 yard on that play. So it's a 2nd and 9. So we're going to hand this off to Khalid Smith, 5 carries and 111 yards. 3rd and 7 now. And we're just going to run it until we get that first down. I don't think we're going to get a whole lot here, and we don't. 2-minute warning along the lines here. And will we actually make that field goal happen? So we're going to attempt the field goal, and we will see if we actually do make this in. The answer is yes, we do. It's now 53-10. All right, 1st and 10. And this is going to be a 9-yard reception. So he has 203 passing yards, Russell Wilson. And 2nd and 1. And they're at the 41-yard line with 1:33 to go in the fourth. And the Seahawks, they have been bouncing back from the first half. They weren't doing really good performance-wise, so he gets sacked once at it. London recovers, so it's Ryan Kerrigan, the former Washington Redskins linebacker, making that fumble recovery. So this will be a 1st down and 10. So we're just gonna run the ball with Khalid Smith. So we're gonna hand this off to Khalid Smith. Breaks tackles. He gets stopped at the 20. So he has 6 carries, 117 yards. So we're just actually going to use the shotgun formation. I'm going to run it with Cam Newton. He's not really going to pass in this episode. He's more of a, well, back in 2015, he ran the ball more times than he threw the ball. So he gets this one into the end zone. And this will be his first rushing touchdown of the game. We're actually going to fake this PAT. So we're just going to fake the pass. So do we get this into the end zone? The answer is no. All right, 1st and 10 from the 41. Russell Wilson, he throws this pass out to Chris Carson. The Seahawks, they're trying to verge their way to get another touchdown. But the question is, can they do it with less than 10 seconds? The answer is no. Bobby Wagner, with his first sack of the game, ends the game here, and the Bulldogs have won 9 straight regular season games this season. So they're now 9-0 on the year. So Bulldogs win it 59-10. All right, Russell Wilson, 104.6 pass rating, 14 for 22, 232 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 INT. So he didn't do a bad performance, Russell Wilson, but they didn't seem too hot on the offense. Ben Roethlisberger and Joe Flacco both had perfect pass ratings, which surprised me. And Roethlisberger had 3 touchdowns, while Flacco had two. Khalid Smith, 6 carries, 117 yards, had no touchdowns, but Cam Newton ran it for 20 yards straight, scored that touchdown. So Chris Carson had 5 receptions, 75 yards, no touchdowns. Antonio Brown had 5 receptions, 148 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the day. Larry Fitzgerald had 2 receptions, 27 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. Dwayne Eskridge had 1 touchdown, which was Seattle's only of the game. Rodney McLeod had 2 sacks. Lamarcus Joyner had 1 sack. Bobby Wagner had a sack, and AJ Bouye had a sack. Wagner had 1 INT. Wagner had 2 fumble recoveries. Lamarcus Joyner had 1. Jonathan Allen and Ryan Kerrigan. So Joyner and Allen both had fumble recoveries for touchdowns, and nobody had kickoff or punt returns. So that wraps it up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.